can get her wallet, at least her card. He's arresting her.
Restraint and arrest may be necessary, but are all police actions truly justified?
Private property, that was public. So in his mind, there was a dispute over what the business owned and what was public property.
So down and face the truck. Do it now.
These are the cases in which the police will have to face the consequences of their wrongful arrests. A seemingly harmless mistake spiraled into tragedy when power was abused and the truth was distorted. On April 6th, 2024, a young woman made a U-turn to look for her boyfriend, thinking he had been in an accident. She was speeding in an area with a posted speed limit. Deputy Sheriff John Griffith then pulled her over, but she had no idea that just seconds later, her life was about to take a completely different turn.
Deputy Griffith, Franklin County Sheriff's Office. The reason I pulled you over, you was running 91 and 55. Okay, well, that's still not an excuse to run 91 and 55. Got your license, registration, proof of insurance?
It's in his truck. Everything's in his truck. I'm so sorry.
You got a motorcycle endorsement?
I have a permit, yes.
On your driver's license?
Yes.
You have an endorsement saying you can ride a motorcycle?
Just to the place.
Man, if you would, go ahead and step off the bike for me. At this point, you're being detained.
Can I call my boyfriend?
No.
Wait, I'm being...
Huh?
I'm being arrested, I gotta go.
You done exactly what I told you not to do.
I had to tell him, nobody knows where I am.
Stand over here at the front of the car.
I didn't know where he was, that's why I was scared, that's why I was going back.
That's why you was going 91 and a 55?
I thought that I was in trouble. I'm sorry.
No proof of ownership of that bike right there.
He's bringing it.
He's bringing it.
Yes, sir.
At minimum, I'm probably going to tow your bike.
It should have ended with a simple speeding ticket, but no, Deputy Griffith didn't choose that path. And when her boyfriend, Sean, showed up to explain the situation, the second bomb dropped.
Can I help you? Okay. Well, I caught her running 91 and a 55.
Yeah, she was trying to get to me.
Well, she's detained at this time. I'm going to tow the bike. And she going to kill somebody riding like that. Where was you at?
I was at the dollar store.
You was at the dollar store, then you got DL on you? Because you got out on my traffic stop. You got proof of ownership for the bike?
I do not know.
Okay.
All her paperwork at the house.
Okay. Cool. I'm towing the bike.
Okay.
There's no proof of ownership. I can't find the VIN. It wouldn't matter. I'm towing it anyway.
No way I can
No.
take her home, get her out of here?
No. She driving like that, man, that's she could have killed somebody or herself.
Okay, well, where do I need to go to get her? I can't get her. Can I not get her off of the warning and her?
Absolutely not a warning. Absolutely not. No.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I know. No, absolutely not.
This is her first time for any of this.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. But
Warning or gets
Yamaha Ninja or Kawasaki Ninja. Yeah, it's just a crotch rocket. Sir, that's mine right now. Don't dig in there.
I need her wallet.
No, you're not getting in there.
Okay.
No, go get in your vehicle and go.
A polite young man asked to retrieve his girlfriend's purse. A seemingly harmless request, but he didn't know that one small action would trigger a tragedy, turning a bad day into an unforgettable disaster.
Yeah. Okay. But he's over here trying to dig in her. Okay. All right, then. Go ahead and show me 1015. All right, thank you. Why didn't you just tell me that you had proof of ownership right here?
Oh, I thought that he had it. This kid in LA.
And where?
Los Angeles.
Okay.
I just got out of the military and moved back home.
Okay.
I thought that he had it. I'm so sorry, sir.
All right. So here's what's going to happen.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to take you down. You'll be able to bond and go down to the jail to be processed because you've got a lot of tickets. Come down there and get you. But if he don't leave, he's going with you. He'll get to ride on the other side. You're on my traffic stop. Get in and go.
Can you listen to me for a second?
No, we're done.
So now
We're
I'm going
done.
to be arrested.
Absolutely.
For what?
For interfering with governmental operations.
Okay, so I'm asking if I can get her wallet, at least
Turn around.
her card. He's arresting me now, Dad.
causing safety concerns for me on my traffic stop.
Deputy Griffith acted like there was a nationwide arrest sale going on, and when the young man's father arrived, hoping to calm things down, not at all. Everything exploded in a way no one saw coming.
So here's the deal. I've asked him multiple times to leave my traffic stop. He is on my scene. Now you're on my scene. But I'm going to talk to you.
You know, I thought you were a nice guy. I'll sit up there and talk to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I thought you were a nice guy.
I asked him.
I had him on the phone.
I asked him to leave multiple times.
I asked him. He asked you if he could get her purse.
And I told him no.
Why not? Inventory and let me have it so we can bail them out.
That doesn't constitute him going over there and just starting getting into stuff. Then I asked him to leave my traffic stop and he chose not to do so.
Joey, come on.
You need to get in your truck and leave or you're going to.
I need the keys for his.
No, you're not. I'm towing it.
You're going to tow his.
Absolutely.
You're a sorry
Go.
mother. Leaving. I'm on the other side of God.
Come here. You're going to. Stop. I'm giving you a lawful order. Stop.
No, you're not.
Stop. Turn around, face the truck. Turn around, face the truck. Do it now. Down and face the truck. Do it now.
You get your boss out here. I want your sheriff out here now.
I'll get him out here.
You get him out here right now.
Let's go.
You a question, and you come up to me being a smart.
Have a seat. Have a seat.
Not your dog.
Have a seat.
Get your boss out here.
Have a seat. Do it now.
I got my phone in my back.
Have a seat. Or
I'm trying to take the phone out.
Here.
Son of a... Get your boss out.
After arresting all three people, the only thing Officer Griffith needed to do was come up with a halfway believable excuse. And so a completely fabricated story was written in the report.
So I pulled over a motorcycle running 91 and a 55. Just detain her. And then the boyfriend comes up here, Sean Bourne. I asked him multiple times to leave the scene, so I put him in cuffs. Then his dad comes up here a while ago, cussing me, raising hell. So now I've got him in cuffs. And he's saying, you get your boss out here, right? I mean, they're interfering by all means. Right. I'll just take them to jail then. So, that's correct. Yeah, and then I'm going to get the other dude for disorderly conduct as well. For all his yelling, screaming, refusing to sit down, resisting arrest. Then he told me he wasn't going to let me arrest him. I told him to turn and face the truck, and he refused to do so.
Falsifying evidence is a serious federal offense in the United States under U.S. Code 1519. A conviction can result in up to 20 years in prison.
I'm going to search both of them too, do inventory on both of them. I am.
You don't know what kind of mess you just opened up with.
Okay. Well, you interfered with my traffic stop. It doesn't matter. You don't stop on my traffic stop. Then whenever I ask you to leave, you refuse to do so.
I'm leaving. I've got to get her purse.
Why did you stop on my traffic stop?
I just told you. Do you not listen?
You don't stop on my traffic stop. You interfered with my job and my safety by pulling up on my traffic stop. I got two more coming.
Good. You'll be paying for that.
I ain't paying for anything. Easier. Right there for the back. All right, it's yours.
Sir, why are you doing this?
Because you broke the law.
Yes, I did. They didn't.
They did. They both interfered with my traffic stop. I asked both of them to leave. They chose not to do so. They interfered with governmental operations.
This is what makes veterans wish they didn't serve this
Okay,
country.
well, that's fine. Get in the truck. Back up.
Sir, please.
Back up. I'm shutting the door. Back up.
Your ego can't make you do
No,
this every
there-
time.
What are you now?
Huh?
You're just a deputy?
Yeah.
Where's your supervisor?
My supervisor's on vacation.
I want this transfer.
Here, man, I'll help you. Ready?
Have you out?
Easy, he has a bad back. Seriously. I love you. It'll be okay. Calm down. I'm doing enough of that.
Deputy Griffith could face charges such as unlawful detention, abuse of power, and violation of free speech for arbitrarily arresting all three individuals without clear legal grounds. His intimidation, distortion of facts, and aggressive behavior could also lead to a civil lawsuit for violating constitutional rights. If investigated, he may face disciplinary actions, termination, or major financial liability. Next up is a hard-to-believe arrest. A black man was handcuffed just for dancing.
Officer, talk to the lady. Talk to the lady.
Relax. We're going to talk to her in a second, okay?
Take your hands off.
Calm down.
No. No. Sir, I was on the side.
Hey,
excuse me. Let my hands go.
We're not letting you
Let me go.
Sir.
Let me go. No.
On May 23, 2020, Alameda police responded to an anonymous call about a black man dancing in the street and allegedly acting crazy. When they arrived, they encountered Marley Watkins, and what began as a harmless dance quickly turned into a controversial confrontation.
I want to make sure where you're at.
Good day, gentlemen.
We
Have
just
a good
required.
day, gentlemen.
No.
Have a good day.
Right.
My car.
May
In
I?
the green house. No.
I'm
So
trying to be.
what?
You're dancing in the street.
So what? I'm dancing in the street.
You're not free.
Whoa.
Free to go. You're not.
What?
Hey.
Get your hands off of me.
Stand over here.
Officer, talk to the lady.
sorry.
Talk to the lady.
Relax. We're going
Leave
to talk
me
to her in a
alone.
second, okay?
Take your hands off. of
Calm
me.
down.
You don't get in the street. So
Sir,
technically,
I was on the side.
Hey,
Excuse me. Let
relax.
my hands go.
We're not letting you
Let me go.
sir.
Let me go.
Two officers suddenly rushed in from opposite directions as if they were hunting down a wanted criminal. The man was unarmed, non-threatening, invisible, confused, but the officers didn't see it that way. They seemed intent on asserting their authority.
You have ID
Let
on you?
me go. Why are you touching me?
Right
Why
now.
are you touching me?
Stop asking questions. I have two
Listen,
questions.
I was walking down the street,
Put him over
getting
the
my...
street. This, you'll be put under arrest.
Stop resisting
I'm
now.
I do this every morning. Excuse me. I do this. Let me go.
Stop.
Stop resisting
Get
now.
your hands off of me. What is your name, ma'am? Excuse me, sir.
Stop resisting.
Sir, I am not.
He's requesting code.
Listen,
We're not trying to fight.
listen, you have violated me. I'm calling my attorney's blood. I have a. Good. Thank you, ma'am. Every morning, I've been living. Listen, this lady is telling you. I told you, get your hands off of me. That's like.
Stop.
Listen,
Stop.
you are not stronger than me, so please let me go.
Listen, I don't want to hurt you.
You cannot. You cannot. Brother, you can't. Trust me.
I don't want to hurt you.
You cannot. Only way you're going to hurt me is by shooting me right now.
Instead of de-escalating the situation, the two officers acted as though a black man dancing in the street was a potential threat that she needed to be neutralized.
Why is there something? Why? Listen, you need to let me go now. Listen, no. I was minding my business. I have witnesses all over down my street. Let me go now. I do this every day. Let me go now. This man has a baton on my behind right now. Let me go.
He doesn't mean to have it.
Sir, let me go. I didn't do anything.
Stop resisting now.
We just need to console. Okay.
Listen.
I got one hand.
Listen. Let me go. Sir, let me go. Excuse me. Yes, there's plenty of people. No. Stop. Stop. Go to the ground.
Keep up your hand.
Get this arm up.
Keep up your hand now.
Pull out your arm.
Get your arm up. There's legs.
I've been watching him out from my balcony.
Okay, we had a call for service on him. We had a call for service on him. He's not going over.
Officer Myler. Officer Broad.
You'll have all their names. You'll have all
I
their
have
names.
my keys, sir. Stop.
Whoa.
Stop. Let my
Relax. Relax.
Sir, if you
We will get you up in a second. I'm
It's not
Sergeant
coming out.
Conley. He's down in the police department. We'll get you up in a second.
Sergeant,
Here you go, got it.
please get your dogs off of my back.
Police on your side.
Please get your dogs off of my back.
We're gonna have Amy up.
Get your dogs off of my back. I can
Yeah,
stand
roll
up
my way.
myself.
Control his arms
I can
first.
stand up myself.
After restraining the man, their next action sparked even more public outrage. not just because of how they handled the situation, but also due to the implausible explanation they later offered.
Sergeant Conant, I'm the supervisor.
Okay, supervisor. Excuse me, there's my car. I have witnesses all over down
We're gonna go
the
talk
I
to
live
them.
across the street.
Will we take
I
him?
was
My
minding my
car.
business.
That's right over
My
here.
14.
We'll talk to you in a second.
No.
Okay.
I'm talking to Sergeant Munn.
Okay,
Can I talk?
let's come over here and we'll talk about
This
it.
guy
okay?
right here is. I am talking for everyone here. Stop pushing me.
No one's.
I will sit down.
No one's pushing you. Have a seat, please.
Why are you touching my arm?
Because I'm just.
I
holding
will
you
sit
up.
down.
That's it. Okay. We're asking you politely. Please cooperate. And I'll get your side of the story on everything. I'm asking nicely. Okay. All right. We're being cordial right now, right?
No, it's not. This is not cool.
Okay. You and I are.
Officer. I am a martial artist, choreographer, dancer, and I was dancing down the fucking street minding my business as I do every morning. I do this 3-4 times a day.
Okay.
Listen.
I am listening to you. I hear you. Okay. For the moment, I gotta get this sorted out. Now you're under arrest.
For what?
I will tell you in a second, but I gotta talk to my officers first. I can't do that unless you have a seat for me, please.
Can I have my headphone back?
Yes, I'll give you all your stuff. You're gonna put it in your
No, I'll
pocket.
put it in my hand. Where it was.
Watkins filed a lawsuit against the city, but gained little from the infamous arrest. The district attorney's office is reportedly reviewing the case, and an independent investigator hired by the city also appears to be looking into the incident. The case remains under further investigation. When power is abused and truth is distorted, anyone can become a victim, no matter how innocent. A just society begins with accountability, compassion, and the courage to speak up against injustice. Next up is the case involving Officer Beatty and the panhandling stop incident. A recent incident involving Officer Christopher Beatty of the New Smyrna Beach Police Department reveals serious errors during a routine stop for panhandling. The officer's actions raise questions about law enforcement practices and individuals' rights. How did these mistakes violate legal frameworks and impact the balance between policing and civil liberties?
That he was armed, but he didn't say anything about the concealed weapons permit until we got across the street.
Well, I have to correct you on that, because if you watch the video, he does say, I'm armed, pauses for a second, lawfully, and I have a concealed weapons permit,
Okay.
as you were taking the sign from them. So that's a matter of record. That's what was said,
Yeah,
okay?
I'm not arguing with
Okay.
it. That's just my recollection.
Okay.
Of it.
Why did you seize the firearm before he was secured in handcuffs, or at all, if he was only being detained pending further investigation?
Well, at that point, because I thought he was committing a crime, otherwise I want to put him in handcuffs, that he's resisting without violence. I'm trying to conduct an investigation, and he doesn't want anything to do with it. He doesn't want to identify himself, so that's why I detained him. If I'm detaining somebody, I'm not going to leave a weapon on him.
The incident began when Officer Beatty responded to a complaint of panhandling on private property. Upon learning the suspect had a concealed weapons permit, Beatty detained the individual and seized the firearm before fully securing the suspect in handcuffs. Why did the officer act so quickly, potentially violating proper detention procedures in the
Want
process?
to leave a weapon on them.
Okay, but wouldn't it be more prudent to handcuff him first and then deal with the weapon issue if you
I
felt
wasn't
compelled to do
handcuffing
that? Well, he was being handcuffed.
Right.
That had not been done yet, and you were already diving in his pockets.
Okay.
So, okay. All right. Why did you tell him his attorney is a court thing and not a police thing? Can you explain that?
We're not required to have an attorney present during our questioning. We're either conducting an investigation or we're conducting Miranda warning questioning.
Well, if he's invoking his right to have an attorney present,
He doesn't have to speak. But I mean, I'm not calling you as a lawyer to
right.
come to the scene
Okay.
of the crime.
After you walk him across the street, did he advise you that you were violating his civil rights and to proceed cautiously?
He said that he was standing in the same spot where I made contact with him at. So I went and explained to him that that wasn't private property, that was public.
So in his mind, there was a dispute over what the business owned and what was
Yeah,
public
so
property.
he pointed out that he thought he owned all the way up to.
Officer Beatty justified his actions based on suspicion of criminal activity, but further investigation revealed no crime had occurred. The business manager's complaint was invalid as the property was public and no ordinance had been violated. Why didn't Beatty take the time to verify the facts before detaining the individual and seizing the firearm?
Where there's the curb, basically, it's a large curb that hits like the telephone or the light poles.
Right.
that he thought he owned all that. And I pointed out to him down the street that Jason's corner
Right.
has a canopy that stops at their line.
Right.
The manager that was
Okay.
outside.
All right. But I heard you explain it to Mr. Gray later as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. After speaking with the business employee, the manager, Axel's his name, was there evidence that any crime or city ordinance had been committed at that point?
No.
So your investigation resulted in that there was no crime, even assuming that your assumption that panhandling was a crime.
Correct.
Okay.
He actually, when I asked him why, 'cause we get told that all the time, he threatened me or she threatened me.
Right.
And so you ask what that is, and he said, well, he didn't really say anything to my waitress. She just is afraid to come back outside now because he's here.
Okay.
And I
Yeah.
said, well, that's not on him.
Right.
He's allowed to be where he's at.
Okay.
And
Fair
that's
enough.
The primary fault in this case lies in Officer Beatty's hasty detainment without a thorough investigation. Under Florida law, officers can detain individuals based on reasonable suspicion, but it must be supported by facts. Beatty's failure to verify whether panhandling was a crime or if a violation occurred led to an unnecessary detention, violating
That's
the
just what he said.
suspect's rights.
I told him what went down. I told him,
The record, the DMS record shows that you signed this off on 9/19 of 2020. Okay. This was published in, a revision of it was published in 9 of 20, so when the revision came out, you had reviewed it. Specifically, the section that we're talking about is 15.2.17, investigated detentions. It says, an officer is permitted to stop and briefly detain a person for investigative purposes if the officer has a reasonable suspicion supported by articulable facts that criminal activity may be afoot, even if the officer lacks probable cause. Policy and
The officer's decision to seize the firearm before securing the individual in handcuffs is questionable. Law enforcement training stresses that individuals should be handcuffed first for safety before handling weapons or threats by reaching into the suspect's pockets without ensuring proper restraint. Officer Beatty violated procedural safeguards meant to protect both officers and civilians. What are your thoughts on this situation? Drop your comments below and make sure to subscribe for more engaging and informative content coming your way. Thanks for all your support.